instructions.
Yeah. Okay. Have you done one of these before?
No.
Okay. So pretty much this is a photo lineup.
Okay.
What's going to happen is I'm going to read these out loud to you, and then you just initial where once I read it to you. Okay.
Okay.
You'll be asked to view a group of photos of individuals.
Okay.
You just, if you understand, you can.
Initial.
Yep. Initial.
Sorry.
The person of interest may or may not be in the photo lineup, and the photos are not in any particular order.
Okay.
You should not feel that you have to make any identification.
Okay.
Or take as much time as you need to look at each photo. Mm-hmm. Individuals present in these photos may not appear the exact as they did on these date of the incident because features such as head and facial features are subject to change. And it is important to exclude innocent persons from the suspicion as it is to identify the perpetrator.
Gotcha.
The investigation will continue whether or not identification is made. Gotcha. After viewing all the photos, if you can make an identification, please initial and date the photograph of the person you have identified.
Date is in today's date?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since this is an ongoing investigation, you should not discuss this photo line or the results.
Gotcha.
And just right there.
Hereby acknowledge. I, Kate McKeon, hereby acknowledge that the above instructions have been read aloud to me and that I understand how this photo line of procedure will be administered.
Perfect. And then, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Take as much time as you want. Okay. You can go ahead and circle it and initial with the date.
This is the exact moment the shoplifting victim identifies one of two thieves who had slipped out of the 7-Eleven with unpaid merchandise just weeks earlier. To the sheriff's deputies, it looks like the end of a routine case of petty theft, but what seems like closure quietly marks the beginning of a relentless pursuit that refuses to die down.
Probably 4 homeless people here, but 2 of them side over here. One guy's nickname is Hollywood. He's got a tattoo on his face. He's been arrested about 15 times. When you see him, you're going to say, oh, that dude. So Earl actually saw him steal.
Okay.
Called the police. Police went down the road, found him, got the stuff from the bag. And she didn't press charges for the shoplifting because she wasn't sure what he took. So I have the trespassing report back there with his name and information. I don't know if we can press charges on that. I got him on video. His friend, his name is Gordo, she didn't realize that he walked up and put his backpack down. This Hollywood put stuff in his backpack, and then Gordo became an independent and went down the aisle, took 2 10-packs of Fireball. You see him just kind of place them in his pack like his back and go down. So I want to press charges any way I can. Because I want these guys to know I ain't playing. This is ridiculous.
In the early hours of August 28, 2025, River County Sheriff's deputies in Florida met with a local 7-Eleven store manager following a 911 call. The manager explained that 2 adults had walked out of the store without paying for their items. Frustrated by the incident, he told deputies he wanted to press charges and hold them accountable.
I was 10 years old on 43rd, so I got a lot of PTSD. I never left this place. Go through that place. So this is... Well, this was the report they made last night. And that's the guy's name, Fultz. He was trespassed, and he got some stuff out of his bag that he took from him. I wish he would have told him to to press charges. But the other guy, like I said, she did not realize him. That's as he's loading stuff into his bag. Oh, man, he didn't give that back. So she didn't see that either. So now, because they were here and they did the trespass, can we go and get him for shoplifting? Hey, he took a whole case of Bud Light, too.
Oh, I had no idea.
That's what was taking up the space in his bag.
Awesome.
So he's got that. He's got a couple other things. He all jiffers in the 2 bags.
So they returned some of the things?
They must have approached
Hollywood
him.
was the only one I caught in the act of stealing, so they were able to go find him and return everything that he had taken. I did not know that the Gordo guy had also stolen.
Well, you didn't know about the Bud Light either.
And that's Hollywood.
Hollywood's in the red shirt, yes.
Okay, so he didn't get...
This guy. That's his actual name. He goes by Hollywood.
So now, could we go ahead and do like a charge on shoplifting?
Because I did originally say that I just wanted the Hollywood guy trespassed.
You weren't aware that he
Yes.
also stole the Bud Light.
Correct.
So that was not returned. Because I didn't know that was taken.
I didn't either until I just put this on. I'm like, what the hell? His backpack does look pretty.
Yeah.
He should be arrested for shoplifting. I will press charges. Now, the Gordo guy comes into the picture. So he's over here getting more stuff to bring over. I think he ran out of room, so he puts it in Gordo's bag. Here's Gordo.
I'm impressed with that book bag.
He's packing good. Yeah, I should have him pack when they go visit New York.
Unaware of the suspects' true identities, the deputy made sure the staff knew exactly what to do if the individuals ever returned. And to them, this wasn't just protocol. They already had a community affairs deputy whose sole responsibility was tracking the local homeless population.
At least he'll stay away from here because he knows this place, you know.
I'm hoping he does,
Yeah.
because, like I said, she's really nice. She's alone at night, and they took advantage of her.
How long do you guys keep your video?
This particular one would be on for 14 days, I think it is.
14? Okay.
We just need the video of him concealing it and passing all points of sale leaving
Yeah.
the store.
Okay, yeah, she'll definitely get it.
Is there a receipt or anything that you can tell us how much the subtotal was of everything that was taken? Yeah.
That's one of the big packs that we have outside of the vault.
Okay,
If there's a good picture of him, I want to take a picture of Gordo.
okay.
So
Yeah,
we have a deputy that's his thing is keeping track of homeless. So if I can give him the name and photo, maybe we can get it. Obviously I can't do anything right now. A warrant will have to be made and all that stuff, but once you get everything, then we'll get the ball rolling. But absolutely.
Is it okay that we tell them that at least as far as I know he goes by Gordo? I don't believe that's his name. But
Yeah, that's just put Gordo in
parentheses.
parentheses, white male that we know as Gordo or whatever.
Did he come in the front door?
Yes.
But that's going to be the biggest thing is
You'll
making
get
sure.
you'll get a good picture of his face
Good
when
morning.
he comes to talk to me right as he's leaving.
What,
That's going to be the
register
biggest thing
Yes,
is making
register
sure you have a video of him leaving with everything.
Oh yeah. He walks out with his own backpack full of whatever Hollywood crammed in there.
one? Just crazy.
No, I hear you. We'll get him.
They're not stealing like meds. They're not stealing diapers.
Exactly. They're not stealing necessities and beer and alcohol and all that and condoms. Really? I hear you. I hear you.
Because he sold condoms. He's got the condoms. Now he's got the beer. So I'm sure he's inviting a girl over and saying, "Oh, would you like some mustard?"
Jesus. Alrighty. Just let us know. I know. So, alright, let us know. Thank you.
In the days that followed, by September 2nd, 2025, officers had tracked down several suspected perpetrators. But before they could issue warrants, they needed to be certain. Each one had to match the exact description captured on the surveillance footage. Once those identities were confirmed, the River County Police Department launched into action. Working around the clock, they followed every lead until, on September 20th, 2025, they finally located one of the two primary suspects, Dennis Augusto, hiding deep in the woods.
How you doing, puppy? Yo, put your machete down. What's your first name?
I'm sorry, sir.
What's your first name?
My name's Dennis.
Huh?
Dennis.
Dennis? What's the guy's name? Other guy? Huh? Him? All right, come here.
What did I do?
What's your last name?
Augusto, sir.
Yeah.
That's
What did I do?
Shoplifting from 7-Eleven. You got a warrant.
Shoplifting? You know, just put on a shirt?
You can bring one with you.
Well,
Where's your camp at?
it's okay. He don't buy.
he's fine.
Shoplifting?
Yeah.
Where's Hollywood at?
I don't know, sir. There's a pocket knife.
I got you. You're good.
He's got a 48 also.
Yeah, he's the other one.
Thanks, bub. Yeah. Here, there's one on my waist too.
Yeah,
There's no
you're good,
problem.
bro.
You got somebody I can give all this stuff to, bud?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Right there in the cab, sir.
Okay.
Right. They're not even home, I don't think. Yeah, you can leave it right there.
Anything else on this person? You got anything else in your pockets?
Jesus. Shoplifting? No sé cómo. Wow. Está cabrón. For shoplifting?
Yeah. Sarge, can you give him this bag?
My book bag right here.
Can you grab him, give that bag to them?
I got the book bag right here. It's please and thank you. I'm not gonna run.
No, you're
bro.
good. You're good.
Run, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna get you.
Though Dennis appeared surprised by his arrest, deep down he knew he was involved and that he was about to pay the price for his actions. Meanwhile, the man known as Hollywood remained on the run.
Can I have some water? Dude, I'm like,
I
sir,
have no water.
I had a big cup. I'm just, you see, I was cutting logs.
Yeah, we'll get you. I'll get you some of the gel. You're good, bro.
I'm just.
I know you ain't gonna go nowhere,
No,
man.
I'm not running.
I know. I got you, bro.
But I talked to her. She said she wasn't pressing charges.
Oh yeah, they did.
And she said no, because I
You guys stole a lot.
Huh?
You guys took a lot.
I took a lot?
No, you both did.
How? Like, how? Wait. All I did was took a lot.
Yeah.
Like what?
You got to see when you go to court.
The arrest of Dennis Augusto marked a major breakthrough in the case, offering a sense of relief to the store's sales manager who had been shaken by the incident. He was later transported to Indian River County Jail, where he now awaits his first court appearance. There, the charges against him will be formally announced as the legal proceedings begin. For the River County Police Department, the arrest marked a breakthrough. But for the community, it was a reminder. Justice doesn't always arrive in full. It comes in fragments, stitched together by persistence, surveillance, and the hope that the next lead will be the last.